Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. All right, well, welcome to the music of Erik B. This is Erik, and today we're gonna learn how to play "Thank You for Being a Friend" by Andrew Gold. And I have it tuned 6 half steps down, and that's the comfort range for my vocal range. If you want to do it in his original key, you want to tune your keys 4 half steps down from what I'm playing today. So bear in mind this is tuned 6 half steps down, or 3 whole steps. All right, well, let's get started. That's just the beginning. You're going to have your thumb on A, your middle finger on D, and your pinky on F sharp. And you do that how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those 3 times of 1, 2, 3, 4. And after that, left hand comes in. So here you're going to have your middle finger on A, your pointer on B, your thumb on D, and then go down to your pinky on D on the lower octave. So beginning goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's the very beginning. And then we continue. Thank you for being a friend. All right, next part. You're gonna left hand is the same thing. It's gonna be A with the middle, B with the pointer, and D with the thumb. And I hit the D twice with the thumb, so I stay there. Instead of going down to the D on the lower octave, I just stay up here. So it goes, Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. So you notice I just go twice on the D there. And when you're doing that, the right hand is going to go B with the thumb, E with the middle finger, and G with the pinky. All right. Let's do it from the very beginning, real slowly. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. And now we go to the third part. Let's see. Travel down the road and back again. All right, this is the third part. So this third time you're gonna do A with the third finger, B with the pointer, D with the thumb, and then you're going to go back down to D on the bottom octave. On the right hand, we got this chord. So this is going to be A with the thumb, C sharp with the pointer, E with the middle, and G with the pinky. All right, and then, so let's do what we've got so far. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. All right, so this last time, do this again, going down to the D on the lower octave, and you're going to go back to your first chord. So that's A with the thumb, D with the middle, and F sharp with the pinky. So that's basically all the verses. So let's do those first two verses. I'll do the first two verses. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down a road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. I'm not ashamed to say, I hope it always will stay this way. My hat is off. Won't you stand up and take a bow, bow? All right, so that's the first two verses. And again, I do have a version of this on streaming on the Music of Erik B, on all the streaming services. If you want to check it out, check it out. That's the first two verses. Now we go to the next part. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would come from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. So that's the second part. So let's go into that. So we ended here at the end of the verse. So you got D and D on the left hand. On the right hand, you got A with the thumb, D with the middle, and F sharp with the pinky. Now we're going to go into the transition. Left hand is just going to go down 1/2 step to C sharp and C sharp on the left hand. Right hand is just going to be A major, so that's A with the thumb, C sharp with the middle, and E with the pinky. All right, so third chord. Left hand is going to go down to B and B. Right hand is going to be A with the thumb, B with the pointer, D with the middle, and F sharp with the pinky. It's kind of a mouthful of a chord there. And if you threw a next chord, party. So left hand is going to be D and D. Right hand is C with the thumb, D with the pointer, F sharp with the middle, and A with the pinky. Party. And then invited. Left hand G and G on the left hand. Right hand is going to be G major. So that's G with the thumb, B with the middle finger, and D with the pinky. Invited everyone you knew. Here we go down to left hand F sharp and F sharp on the left hand. Right hand is F sharp with the thumb, A sharp with the pointer, C sharp with the middle, and E with the pinky. Invited everyone you knew. And this is the tricky part. It moves kind of fast, so you would see the biggest gift would come from me, and the card attached would say. So that's kind of the hardest part because everything's moving really quickly. So let's go through that part. You would see. So this is the first two chords. So left hand A and A. And on the right hand we have G with the thumb, B with the pointer, C with the middle, and E with the pinky. You would. Next chord, C. Left hand is going to go up to D and D. Right hand is going to go A with the thumb, C with the pointer, D with the middle, and F sharp with the pinky. You would see. And then this next part is the hardest part for me. The biggest gift. All right, so go down to E and E on the left hand. On the right hand, play G major, which is G with the thumb, B with the middle, and D with the pinky. Biggest gift would come from me. So you would see the biggest gift would come from me. Moving to that chord, I think that was the trickiest for me, just because I just didn't. It's a big step. So this chord is going to be B and B on the left hand, right hand F sharp with the thumb, A with the pointer, B with the middle, and D with the pinky. Let's do what we got so far. You would see the biggest gift would be from me. You would see the biggest gift would be from me. You would see the biggest gift would be from me. All right, let's go to the next part. And the card attached would say, this part isn't too bad. It's moving kind of quickly, but left hand G and G on the left hand, right hand G major, so G with the thumb, B with the middle, and D with the pinky. The card attached, left hand F sharp and F sharp, right hand F sharp with the thumb, A with the pointer, and D with the pinky. Attached, the card attached, card attached. Left hand E and E, right hand G major, G with the thumb, B with the middle, and D with the pinky. Would say. And then this last chord, left hand A and A, right hand G with the thumb, A with the pointer, C sharp with the middle, and E with the pinky. All right, so that's that whole second part. Let's go through the whole second part. We start here at the end of the verse. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would come from me, and the card attached would say. Let's do that again. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. All right, so then we go back to the verse. Well, the chorus is actually, friend, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. The left hand, just gonna play D. Thank you for being a friend. 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 All right, great. So let's move on to the next part. This is a little instrumental part. This part goes. So, left hand, you're going to be on D and D. Right hand, A with the thumb, D with the middle, and F sharp with the pinky. Go down to A and A with your left hand. Then go back up to D and D with your left hand. Right hand is staying the same. So, going to go to the next part. So your left hand is going to be on C sharp and C sharp, then B and B, then back to A. And the rhythm is one, two, three, four. Next part. Left hand, G and G. Right hand, G major, G with the thumb, B with the middle finger, and D with the pinky. You're doing the same thing, but just lower down. So G and G on the thumb, going down to D and D, back up to G and G, F sharp and F sharp, E and E, D and D. All right, so that's that part. So part goes. So right hand, you're just hitting doing the, I guess, 8th notes or 16th notes on the right hand the whole time. All right, so on my recording that I did for a cover, I did not include that last part, when we die and float away into the night, the Milky Way. I didn't do that last part, but if you want to know what the chords are for the last part, so it goes. So D on the left hand, F sharp on the left hand, A on the left hand. That's the transition. And when we die, E. This is going to be C major, C on the left hand, C major with the right hand, which is C with the thumb, E with the middle, and G with the pinky, and float away. We're going down to B minor, so this is B and B on the left hand. On the right hand, B with the thumb, D with the pointer, and F sharp with the fourth. When we die and float away into the night. So this is going to be left hand, A sharp and A sharp. Right hand, A sharp with the thumb, D with the middle, and F with the pinky. The Milky Way up to D major. D and D on the left hand, on the right hand, D with the thumb, F sharp with the middle, and A with the pinky. We'll see. You'll hear me call as we ascend. I'll say your name, and once again. This last chord is left hand A and A, right hand G with the thumb, A with the pointer, C sharp with the middle, and E with the pinky. So the whole thing goes, and when we die and float away into the night, the Milky Way, you hear me call as we ascend. I'll say your name, and once again, thank you for being a All right. right, so that's the whole thing. All the parts for it. I'm gonna go through it. I'm not gonna play that last part. The when we die and float away. I just kind of shortened my version of it, so it's only like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You can check it out on streaming on the Music of Eric B. That's music. That's Eric starts spelled with a K. But let me go through the whole thing here. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down a road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. I'm not ashamed to say, I hope it always will stay this way. My hat is off. Won't you stand up and take a bow? Invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. 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 If it's a car you lack, I'd surely buy you a Cadillac. Whatever you need, any time of the day or night. I'm not ashamed to say, I hope it always will stay this way. My hat is off. Won't you stand up and take a bow? And when we both get older, with walking canes and hair of gray, have no fear, even though it's hard to hear. I will stand real close and say, thank you for being a friend. 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 Oops. All right, so that's Thank You for Being a Friend by Andrew Gold. It was also the theme for the Golden Girls sitcom on NBC. And I hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was helpful. Again, the tuning I have is we are tuned currently at 6 half steps down. So the keys that I'm saying are not the real keys. So 6 half steps down from it. And that's the key that I did my cover in on streaming. But if you want to do it in the original key that Andrew Gold did it in, you're going to want to tune only 4 steps down, 4 half steps down. And it's pretty high. So I tuned it a whole step down just, so I could be able to hit those notes. Anyway, hope this was helpful. And this is the Music of Eric B. I'll see you next time.